NFL Today on CBS Sports is presented by Southwest. Yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency.
And welcome back to the NFL Today. Right now, the Steelers and Bills are getting set for their matchup. And as we approach kickoff, we send you out live to Orchard Park with our announcers, Jim Nance, Phil Simms, and Tracy Wolfson.
JP, thank you. Look what we have here. A snowy, blustery day. Pittsburgh about to collide with Buffalo. And welcome to the NFL on CBS. Hello, friends. Jim Nance, along with Phil Simms and Tracy Wolfson. Welcome to Orchard Park, New York. You talk to these teams, and they both will tell you, we've got to win out. That's their message. Not sure that's the case with the Steelers, but it definitely is with Buffalo. Take a look at the standings. First off, AFC North. Pittsburgh in a tie for the division lead right now with Baltimore. They have another matchup with their rivals, the Ravens, on Christmas night in Pittsburgh. Baltimore having won the game at their home earlier this season. But if you look at the Bills right now, much more crucial to get this game today because at 6-6, they feel like, and probably rightfully so, one more loss would virtually knock them out. But if they got the 10-6, they would still even need some help in some tie-break scenarios. So, Phil, when we spoke earlier this week, you said, you know what we got partner up in Buffalo? We got a playoff game.
We got a playoff game. We got snow, man. It's a great environment. The terrible towels are all over the stadium. So, hey, Buffalo Bills, they know they got to win out. The Pittsburgh Steelers at 7-5. I think they're shocked that they're 7-5 with all this talent. They're in this position where they might have to win out to make to the playoffs.
Mike Tomlin and the Steelers have turned their season around. They had that 4-game losing streak. Then they've now peeled off 3 straight wins. And Tomlin now 1 win away from his 100th regular season win, which could come today. And he's ready to, of course, rely on number 7 today to lead him to victory.
Well, if you need a bunch of victories in a row, you got to feel good that your quarterback has been Roethlisberger. Another outstanding year. And he has such a great arsenal to work with. He throws the football deep down the field to Antonio Brown, the best combination when it comes to deep ball throwing in the NFL. A tremendous offensive line. And, oh, yeah, he has this guy running back called Le'Veon Bell. So they are really good on the offensive side.
You know, when you talk about all those weapons, you look at Rex Ryan's defense and you say, how are they going to do it? How are they going to stop the Steelers here today?
Well, it's going to be tough. You know, look, they're very complicated on the defensive side. But the big thing you always worry about in NFL games, especially here in bad weather, is stopping the run. So Rex Ryan has Marcel Darius, a big defensive line that's come back from suspension early in the year, and he has been terrific against the run, and that's going to be a big part of this game. Little snow, little wind. Stop the Pittsburgh Steelers running game first. You got a chance.
When it comes to the Bills offense, it's really about the ground game. They're the best in the league, over 160 yards rushing per game, and led by LaShawn McCoy, a league best 5.5 yards per carry.
Complicated running game. LaShawn McCoy, they call him shady. He should be shifty. He can make you miss. He makes explosive plays from the running back position. And, oh, by the way, Tyrod Taylor, the quarterback's run for almost 500 yards himself.
Let's take a look, Phil, at the Home Depot Tools for Success. Let's talk about some guys that might be catching the football today.
Well, we've talked about all the weapons they have on the Pittsburgh Steelers offense. Ladarius Green now is added to it, a tight end with size and speed to get down the field. And for Buffalo, Sammy Watkins, been dealing with a foot injury all year long. They need him to catch some short passes, make big gains to give them a chance to win.
And your game points first for the Steelers?
Yeah, game points for the Steelers. They want to keep their eyes on Tyrod Taylor so he doesn't get out of the pocket for passes down the field, but especially to stop his runs, which have won a lot of games for the Pittsburgh Steelers, or for the Buffalo Bills. And for the Bills, short and sweet, what they mean by that, keep the passing game of the Pittsburgh Steelers in front of you. Don't go to give up those deep passes down the field.
Look, these are franchises no strangers to playing in weather like this, but with it snowing likely throughout and some wind down on the field, will it change the game plans at all?
I think both teams, if you ask them, they're very happy with the conditions on the field. It will not affect their play, and, hey, they're used to it, Jim.
Great to have you with us, folks. Pittsburgh and Buffalo is coming your way right here on CBS.